Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a practice that is really slow, low-key. It will be really good to do if you are super exhausted or have had a long week, or it's the start of your week and you're just like, wow, I'm tired. So all we really need is a pillow, maybe a blanket, something comfortable to wear. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. The mat, laying down, and let's get our pillow or blanket and bring it right underneath us. The bottom of the pillow or blanket will be at the base of our spine. It will lift our chest up and our head will lay off. So we're really opening up the chest today. A couple options with our legs. We can have them out, or if our lower spine is just not down with it, let's bend our knees, bring them to the outside of the mat, and let them fall, the feet to the outside of the mat, and let the knees fall towards each other. So finding our pose. Let's let our chest lift, starting to deepen our breath. Letting go of whatever we have to do today and just being present here on our mat. Tuning in to ourselves, our surroundings. Letting each part of our body sink slowly and deeply into the floor. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Let's bring our hands to our lower belly and really deepen the breath. With our inhale, our hands will rise, and with our exhale, they'll fall. Let's take one more deep breath here. Releasing our hands, bending into our knees, planting the soles of the feet on the floor if they weren't already there. Letting the knees fall to one side, removing our pillow or blanket, And let's come back here, keeping the knees bent in. Soles of the feet planted to the mat. Let's spread wide between our toes. Really feeling the feet suction cup into the ground. Our knees and feet will be about hips distance apart. Let's really start to focus in on that lower back. Allowing to fall flush against the floor. Bringing our hands to the tops of our thighs, and let's just push our legs away. Doesn't have to be a big push. Starting to bring this stretch into the spine. Take a deep breath here and release that push. Allowing the knees to windshield wiper from one side to the other. Pausing in any parts that feel good. The next time our knees are over to the right, let's pause. Keeping both shoulders planted to the mat. We can stay right here, or we can bring the right foot onto the top of the leg, the left leg on the outside. Deepening the twist just a little bit. Oh, hi Bobber. Breathing deep here. Bring the hands to the tummy or let them fall to the sides into a T position. One more breath here. Deepening that breath, feeling the belly extend and fall. And let's release the right foot, bringing our knees back to center. Pausing here, walking our heels back towards our glutes. Let's bring our hands to the top of our thighs again and push our thighs away from us. You can add a little sway back and forth, just getting that lower spine. It might even crack. Just being careful, just a little added pressure. Beautiful, releasing the pressure, and let's find some windshield wipers again. Bringing our arms above our head now, opening up the chest. We can have a slight bend in our elbows. Beautiful. The next time our knees are over to the left, let's pause. Staying here if that feels good, or bringing the top of the left foot to the top of the leg. So the bottom of the left foot to the top of the right leg. Deepening our breath. Lifting the chin up towards the ceiling, opening the throat just a little. Beautiful. Let's release that foot. Bring our knees back to center. And let's inhale, hug the knees into the chest. Give ourselves a little sway back and forth. Beautiful. And let's extend the legs all the way up now. Flexing the feet. We can have a slight bend in our knees. Kind of like legs up the wall, but we don't have a wall. So let's just relax here just to feel those hips and lower back flush against the floor. We can add a little rotation here with our ankles. And reverse. Beautiful. Let's inhale the right knee into the chest, allowing that left to fall down, extending out. squeezing the right knee into the chest. And let's find a rock. Bring the knee in towards the center of the body and then out, loosening up our hip, a little rotation there in our hip sockets. Beautiful. Let's continue to pull the right leg over to the left, finding a supine twist here, extending out with the right fingers, keeping both shoulders planted to the mat, and looking towards those right fingertips. Beautiful. Let's inhale back up through center. Give our knee another little squeeze, rolling the ankle one way and the other. And let's drop that right sole of the foot to the mat and inhale the left knee up. Give it a hug. And extend out with that right foot. And find our rock. Left knee to left side and then back into center. Pausing in any parts that feel good. You can rotate the ankle one way and the other. Beautiful. Let's continue to cross the left knee over right, pulling the left knee to the right, keeping both shoulders planted here, and extending out long with the fingers, looking towards the left. Letting the hips relax here. Beautiful. Let's start to come back up to center and hug both knees into the chest again, giving ourselves a little rock. And let's bring our nose up to our knees, curling up in a tiny little ball, nose to knees, knees to nose. And release the head, keeping the right knee into the chest. And let's drop the left sole of the foot to the mat. Crossing right over left, so we're coming to our figure 4 or supine pigeon pose. Let's bring our hands behind the back of the left leg and pull that left knee in towards the chest while also pushing the knee into the leg into the hands. So creating this push-pull effect here, deepening the stretch for our hip and hamstring on the right side. Taking a deep breath here and release that leg. Let's continue to cross right over left. Bring our arms out to a T and let the knees fall over to the left. So twisting again, twisted our spine a lot today, releasing some toxins in our body and just like relaxing. Twists are really good to relax. And it's a nice stretch for the spine without going crazy. Let's look at our right fingertips if that feels good for the neck. Adding pressure with the left hand to the outside of the right leg will deepen this stretch if our lower back is ready. Beautiful. Let's return our gaze back to the ceiling. Untwine our legs. Inhale the knees up to center. Give ourselves a little squeeze here. Nose to knees to nose. And release the right sole of the foot to the mat. Crossing left over right. Beautiful. Interlacing the fingers behind the right leg. And find that push and pull. So pushing the leg into the hands and pulling the hands into the leg. Using our exhales to release any tension in our legs or arms. It's good to give ourselves some time to just relax, especially when we're exhausted. You know, we all have a schedule. We're all trying to make things work, and it's beautiful being busy and like having stuff to do, especially after a time of like being inside so much. So I'm personally grateful for being busy, but it's always good to give yourself a moment, 30 minutes, an hour, 5 minutes to kind of like lay down, relax, stretch, and breathe. Let's release the back of our leg. Continue to cross left over right, extending our arms out to the side and letting the knees fall over to the right side now. Twist. Looking towards the left fingertips. Maybe adding pressure with that right hand to the outside of the leg. Finding your pose. Little pieces of you in these postures. Beautiful, coming back to center, untwining the legs, inhaling them back up to our center. And let's bring the soles of the feet together, letting the legs fall out, interlacing the fingers behind the like outside edges of the feet, or we can even grab the ankles or even our knees here, finding our position, and then pulling those feet into the body. So supine Baddha Konasana, or laying down bound angle. Feeling the connection of our feet together, the bottoms of the soles. They don't get to see each other that much, so giving them some time. Using gravity here to allow the hips to open, and also allowing the lower spine to become flush with the mat. Breathing here, releasing any tension we're holding in our jaw. Let's give it a little shake. So just whatever that means. Loosening the jaw, opening the mouth wide. And releasing any tension we're holding in the middle of our eyebrows and our neck. We can even rock our head from side to side. Beautiful. Let's release our feet. Come to the knees now. And just release our feet from each other. Opening the legs out. Kind of like a book here. Letting the feet hang. Just a little bit more of a hip stretch. Pressing the shoulder blades into the mat. Again, we can rotate those ankles. Taking a deep breath, and with our exhale, sliding our hands down to the knife edges of the feet again. And let's lift the soles to the sky now. Coming to our happy baby, pulling against our feet to again feel that back flush against the mat. We can rock from side to side here, or find stillness. I like to start off rocking, and then maybe extending one leg, bringing one foot in towards the pelvis, and reverse. Getting those hamstrings a little stretch. Deepening our breath here. Beautiful. Let's bring our knees back together, releasing the feet and extending our legs out long, giving our knees a little shake, releasing any tension. And let's actually, staying low on the mat, but let's flip around. So rolling to one side or the other, we're going to come to our tummies. And let's bring the left side of the cheek to the mat. Perfect. Switching it up today. We don't spend a lot of times on our tummies, I feel like, in yoga. So let's just spend a little extra time today. Get a little more of a stretch. Trying to shake out any exhaustion and just turn it into relaxation. So let's extend our left arm out long like a T. Bring that right hand in towards the center of the body, pressing the sole of the hand into the mat, hugging the elbow into the body, lifting, just bending that right knee, and let's start to push in the hands and let the knee come over to the left side. So we're twisting again for that spine, but we're also bringing this into our chest. Doesn't have to be a big movement. We can keep that right sole of the foot to the mat, or we can start to walk it up towards the hand. This gets a little bit into the quads, into the hip flexors. Just breathing here, little stretch. Beautiful, rolling back to the center and reverse, extending those right fingertips out long, flipping our right cheek to the mat. Let's hug the left arm in to the body, pressing the left palm into the mat, bending the left knee, and let's roll over left to right. Coming back up through center, bringing both hands in towards the body. Let's slide them forward and come up to a Sphinx pose. Little back bend here after the twist. We can pull the elbows down towards the feet, engaging the back body, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Just finding our points of connection. Take a deep breath here. Beautiful. Let's bring that left arm to the front of the mat. So the edge of the left arm will be to the edge of the mat. Pressing up here in the arm. Let's bend into that right foot. Grab a hold with our right hand and just pull that leg in towards the glute. This little stretch, a little back bend as well, but also getting into the front of the thigh. Not losing our breath. And release, switching the arms out. Bring the right arm parallel to the long edge or short edge of the mat. Pressing into the arm, bending into our left foot and pulling that heel into the body. Beautiful. Let's release. Come back to the front, allowing our chest to drop, stacking one hand on the other. Let's bring whichever cheek we like to the hands. Closing our eyes. Breathing into the ground, feeling ourselves lift with our inhales and lower with our exhales. Closing our eyes if they weren't already closed. And let's just flip our cheek to our hand, whichever cheek we were on, switching to the other. Now let's come back up to the center just for a moment. We're going to flip the palms so they're stacked here. The palms are facing the ceiling or our face really. And we're just going to bring our forehead or our third eye into the palms. So our palms are cupping the head. And let's start to deepen our breath. Tuning into those points of connection. Breathing, feeling the body lift and lower. Allowing the front of the body now to sink into the mat. Staying here for as long as you like. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Yoga Birch. Namaste.